Okay, so our goal today is to create a blog page for yourself and then to upload our comics to our blog. The reason why we're blogging is because it's a very common form of media now that I want you to get exposure to. It's also a great way to share work amongst ourselves or our class, to share our work with other sixth grade classes, with their families, and also to people who are outside of Kennedy so the world can see what we're doing at our school. So, there's a couple of different steps that you're going to need to complete today. As you're completing those steps, I'm going to explain them all here on this video. So you should just follow along with me. If you at any point you get lost, you can obviously go back in the video, but you also have a paper copy of the directions between you and your partner. So the first thing you're going to do, to upload our comic, we first need to download our comic. So you're going to go to pixton.com again. Once you're here, you need to log in. I'm going to log in as Anna Pao and just use her work as an example. Once you're logged in, you're going to go right here to where it says Comics Approved. This should bring up to you your modern day flood comic. If your modern day flood comic does not come up that way, you can also go to the 3 lines right here to comics, and then you should have your Sumerian myth and your modern day flood comic. Okay? When you get to this point, you're going to hit the eye. Once you've hit the eye, you're going to scroll down and take a look at these buttons here. The last one is to download, and you can see the word download appear above. So you're going to click on that. Here, you want to select separate panels. This is very important, otherwise your work will not show up correctly on the blog. So you want to hit separate panels, and then you want to select download. Your file should come up right here. So you're going to drag and drop this file onto your desktop. Once you've dragged and dropped that file onto your desktop, you are going to open the file. A folder might appear, open that folder too. And then you want to drag and drop any file that ends in PNG onto your desktop. So this one ends in PNG, this one, this one, this one. This one ends in PDF, so I don't want that. So I'm just going to drag and drop these 4 onto my desktop. It's okay if your desktop is a little messy right now. And I'm going to close the window. I don't need anything else from Pixton, so I'm just going to hit the URL space, and now I'm going to start creating my blog page. When I start creating my blog page, you need to go to edublogs.org. Once you go to edublogs.org, this space right here for you should be blank. Here, you're going to put your username and password. Your username and password should be exactly the same as what you did for Pixton. So I'm going to pretend like I'm in 6C, and I'm going to say 6C, student, and I'm going to say I'm number 0 just because there is no number 0. Obviously, if you are in 6A, you'll write 6A, 6B, 6C, or 6D. Your password then should be JFK, and again your class, 6C. Okay. Now, on the half sheet of paper I gave you at the beginning of class, you're going to record your username and your password. Once you've recorded your username and your password, click Sign Up. Okay. Check quickly to make sure that your password is correct, and then we're going to continue. So from here, under which best describes you, you want to select student. Under email, you should put your JFK email that you got with Mr. Gabo. If for whatever reason you don't remember it right now, that's okay. You can skip the email space and leave it blank. However, if you know your email, put your email that you got with Mr. Gabo in that space. Under blog title, you are going to write your name, an apostrophe S, and blog. So I'm going to pretend like my name is Jimena, and I'm going to write Jimena's blog. Okay? If there is someone else in your class with your name, you're either going to have to add your last initial, so Jimena R's blog, or a nickname. But if there's someone else in your class with your same name, I will come talk to you. Okay? Under blog URL, you're going to write your name, so Jimena, then your class, 6C, and then humanities. It's very important you spell humanities correctly, or people will not be able to find your blog. So please take a second and make sure you spell that correctly because it can't be changed later. Right now, on that same half sheet, you're going to write your blog title and your blog URL. Before you do anything else, once you have those two things down, you need to raise your hand to get my signature. Okay? Once you have my signature, you need to click here and here. It's super important you get my signature because then I can just check to make sure if you have any mistakes. Unfortunately, if you have any more mistakes here, you have to delete your blog and you have to start all over again. So make sure you get my signature because it'll make your life easier and mine too. Once you're here, you're going to hit Create Blog. All of this information you should have already written down. So from here, you're going to hit Go to Dashboard. Once you've hit Go to Dashboard, you want to go here where it says My Class. What's going to happen is we have a class blog page. So you're going to join a class now, and it's going to mean that you can share your work and like talk and comment on peers' work. So you're next going to hit Join a Class so you can join our class page. In here, you haven't seen our class page yet, but you're going to type the class page URL. So you're going to type backpackers of, and then salon, like room in Spanish, and 5. Then hit return or click search. This is what you should see pop up. Okay? When you see this pop up, you're then going to hit send a request to join. You've now requested to join the class, and now you need to wait for my approval. Okay? So right now on the screen, you're going to see about 1 minute of me approving Jimena's blog. Just ignore that next minute. You don't need to do anything for that. This is all on my end. However, you might have to wait for me for like 3 or 4 minutes as I approve everyone's blogs and they're coming in. Cool? So ignore all of this. You don't need to do anything. Again, you are ignoring. This is not for you. This is for me to just make sure that Jimena's blog is approved. Okay, so here you can see now I've approved her blog. So now this is where you need to start doing things again. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to log in as Jimena again. Okay, so now I'm back. This is what your page should look like. Again, you might have to wait for me for a second or two to approve your blog. Okay, once you get here, there's a couple of things we need to do to make sure that your blog is set up appropriately. So if you notice right now, I'm on the class blog and I need to go to mine. So I'm going to just come where it says My Sites and go to Jimena's blog and dashboard. Sometimes that doesn't work the first time, like it didn't work this time, so I'm just going to have to try again. Come on, I want to go to this one. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So it should say your name up here. Cool. If it says this in the URL, you're on the wrong page. You need your name in the URL. Cool? There we go. So once it says your name in the URL, you're going to come down to where it says appearance, and then you're going to select widgets. From here, you first need to delete some of the things over here where it says widget area. So you're going to delete archives, categories, and meta. To delete those things, you just hit on the arrow and then select delete. So I just deleted archives. Now I'm going to delete categories, and now I'm going to delete meta. Then, right here where it says class blogs, some of you might have to scroll down on your page to find this. You're going to click, and you're going to drag and drop it into the widget area. You want to have the class blog section under search. So search, then class blog. Here, there are a couple of things you need to do. So under order, you want to select alphabetical. And under number, you want to go all the way down to 105 because we have 103 people in 6th grade, but just to be safe. So under number, you're going to select 105. Cool? And that is what your widget area should look like. So now you're going to hit save here. There we go. When you see, as soon as you see the little gray spinning next to it, it means that it's been saved. Cool. So there's only one more step you need to do, and that's upload your comic. So you're now going to go to where it says posts, and you're going to select all posts. Okay. When you get to all posts, you want to delete this one. So you're going to hover your mouse over Hello World, and you're going to hit trash. Once you have deleted that, you're now going to select Add New. Once you've selected Add New, your title you want to write My Present Day Flood Comic. Okay? Because we're going to upload our flood comic that represents the present time. From here, you're going to select Add Media. Once you've selected Add Media, you can either drag and drop these files into this space, or you can select the files. So I'm going to hit Select Files. I'm going to go to the desktop, and I'm going to pick 1, 2, 3, and 4, and open. Again, the other way to do that is just select them from your desktop and drag them. Now I need to wait for these to open or upload. Once they have opened or uploaded, you're going to hit Insert into Post. From here, from what I've seen, they almost always insert in the correct order. If they're not inserted in the correct order, you can move the order around. Cool? So obviously put them in the correct order that you would want them. And just take a look. Once it looks good, I would recommend hitting preview. So here's what Jimena's blog will look like, and here appears her work on a web page. In addition, if you look now to the side, Jimena can click on any other student's blog that's been approved to see their work. Obviously right now, because we haven't done it, all you have is the home page and my sample blog. Okay, but if you wanted to go to the home page, you could also click on the home page to see what that looks like. Okay? There's one really important thing though. You have to go back to this tab and you have to click Submit for Review. What that does is it sends your post to me. I approve it, and then it goes up on your blog. So submit for review. Okay. Now, once you've hit submit for review, you should see post submitted up here. All you need to do is wait for me to approve it. Cool? We'll have some time next week for you to check out your peers' blogs and click on them and play around with the website. For now, as long as you've done all of that, I would recommend going to Edline and working on the homework for Wednesday. So let me just show you really quickly where that's at, because some people have been a little bit confused about where that's at. So if you're ready for the homework for Wednesday, go to Edline, go to your combined calendar. You have to click over, because this is October and Wednesday is November, to November. And then here, this is the homework. This is directions explaining the homework, but I think you should be pretty good without them. So click there. And here's your homework. Cool? When you work on the homework, there's two really important things. You have to read the background information. If you do not read this, you will be confused. Cool? The video you need to watch is right here. So you'll read the background information, click the video, and then just answer these 4 questions. And those 4 questions you're welcome to answer in your notebook, since you don't have this printed out for you. All right, that should be it. Congratulations on making your blog page.